That's cool. Oh, it's on. All right, scoot over
Yes,
right
sir.
there. Let me see something. All right. Scoot this down a little bit. Shit is. You can pick the view angles and shit you want to see. That shit stupid loud, man. And we live on YouTube right now. That's
Yeah.
on.
On the live stream.
It's on right now.
Have this Instagram live on. Make it where we zoom in a little bit. You see how we really looking right there. I love that shit. Yeah, it's up. And after that, we're just gonna get started. You got anything you want to specifically talk about today? Or you want to tell? Just let people see who you is.
For sure. This is my first time doing something like this, so I was just excited to be here. You know what I'm saying? Appreciative that y'all even allowed me to be here.
Shit, you the family, baby. I did now. Ain't no nose. So we could do something. It's yours. Shit, they might got extra in that bitch. Tell you the truth, if you really want one.
If they live stream, Mike, you can just capture some photos.
You can record that bitch too. The camera angles be way better than the live stream.
Alright, bet.
Yeah, and I'll send you this audio if you want to put it, attach it to something. So, I mean, however y'all we want to make it work. Shit, we ain't nothing wrong with having multiple camera angles and
yeah.
shit. Looking right. I might need some of your shit.
Yeah, I'd be decent right there.
Alright, press record on this joker. Let these people bring their ass this way over here. You get me talking on there? Everything on? Say something on the mic.
Mic check.
Whoa. I don't know if these earphones plugged in, but I'm damn sure see it on this. Say something.
Mic check.
It's working.
Mic check.
Yeah, they working. At least they working on this computer. Hey, what's happening, everybody? What's happening? How y'all doing today? All right. It's Thursday evening. We back at it like usual. Welcome to Free Game. That's debatable. We just have conversations today. We talk about what's going on in the world, bring entrepreneurs, creatives, rappers, innovators, anybody with a mindset that's trying to get their voice out to the world, voice out to the people. We put them in front of the people and we get it rocking like that. So y'all can go tune in on YouTube Live to watch us visually right now, under the Southern Hospitality banner, or y'all can just stay watching on here. And I'm gonna let my guest today introduce himself. We're gonna give him a drum roll. Come on, give me a drum roll. Boom.
Hey, How y'all doing, everybody? My name is David Brown. I want to first thank the media group, Pop, everyone here for allowing me to be here, giving me this platform. I really appreciate it. Wanted to make sure. Yeah, the media blocked my bad.
Yeah, you doing no shit.
My bad.
Alright, so for people who have no idea who you are, what you do, just tell them who you are and what you do.
Well, my name is David Brown, of course. I'm from Houston, Texas, born and raised. And I started this organization. It's called 1,000,000 Feet for Clean Streets. And what we do is we go around cleaning up the city of Houston, helping out the homeless people, really doing whatever we can for the city of women, children, kids, just trying to lead by example pretty much.
Okay, so what's some of the latest things? Give me a few examples of what you done did.
Okay, so lately the last thing we did, we went downtown. We got maybe about over 100 bags of like chips, sandwiches, and water, just some snacks for the people downtown, you know, who really don't have a roof over their head or really not nothing they can eat on. So we took some sandwiches, some food down there, and we fed the homeless.
Mm-hmm. What's the kind of feeling that you get when you out there having conversations, feeding people?
It really humbles me, bro, because I'm like, man, this could be me. So I'm real appreciative of my situation, and I love to give, honestly. Like, giving to people, if you want to get something, you got to give. Mm-hmm. Giving is really, really, really important. So, you know, like I say, I'm just thankful that I have a roof over my head and food in my refrigerator. So who am I not to go help someone out? Because, like I said, it could easily be myself.
Yeah, especially when I'm out there, when we get to the homeless, I usually start conversations randomly with people, and it ain't like it's a bunch of crazy people out there, people that don't understand what's going on in the world. It's just people down on their luck, and shit, you gotta be active with them. So what I wanted to do is, we haven't started yet. I wanted a bookshelf, right? I was gonna take a bookshelf out there, probably just like 30 or 40 books, drop it out to them, like engaging the mind books, like helping them out, something that where they can read it and benefit automatically and figure out, okay. Like last time I was out there, it was close it up from the kid. Last time I was out there, it was a dude. He cut hair. He was like, I be charging people $2 to cut their hair out here, but he's homeless.
Yeah.
I'm like, you really got a business going out here. He had a line of like 20 people finna get haircuts, and then it's people that was going to the club that night. It's people that was, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole underworld that people are not realizing is there, and they need help.
What I had thought about, bro, I was like, man, if because you know when you downtown, like late at night, you see a lot of homeless people on the street. So I'm walking down the street and I seen this homeless lady like sleep on the sidewalk, and I'm like, man, if I took $100 right now, $100 bill, and like just set it on fire and record it, people be like, what are you doing? It's $100. And why are you doing that? But I was like, man, if I was to walk over this homeless lady and record it, like it would be nothing. So I'm like, man, it's really not cool. So I really want to change that dynamic.
It's what people perception is. So everybody value the money so much that I think they get greedy, because if you do the math on it, if you break it down evenly across America, I think if everybody had the same amount of money, it would be around $700,000, which means homelessness is really not necessary, especially when you look at like how the city do it, because they can create housing. They can create anything that they really need. This is an entitlement city, which basically means they get money for grants, block grants, and government funding, anything, especially building in the community. But they not. So, what is something that you feel like people can do to help out, to change, to shift the paradigm, so that we can realize that this isn't a necessity?
Well, for sure, I think one is leading by example and looking in the mirror, bro. And it's really a whole system, like you say. Because I think Tupac said it one time, like, it shouldn't be like, how can we win the lottery when we got homeless people on the street? You know, it really don't make sense, you know what I'm saying? It's like millions upon millions of dollars at the, like this. And all these abandoned buildings, churches. So what I would like to do is, like, go purchase a building, like, a community center, and turn, like, okay, all the homeless people, y'all can come over here. We can help y'all get jobs. We can, you know what I'm saying? And in return, like, y'all working, y'all can be here for so long until y'all get on y'all feet, and some of the money y'all make can contribute to where you at until you're able to get out on your own. But
so what are some of the things that you've seen, or how the government can help, or just little tools that people use to get by, things that you've done to say, okay, this may work, even if it wasn't the government, even if it was just like social media?
For sure, giving them something to eat. I went when I was downtown. It was.
You know what I'm saying? How they can help? Like, you want to give back. How can people help you? Or what have you done to make it easy on yourself rather than just pulling out your own pocket?
Yeah, for sure. Everything I've done so far, I've been spending out of my own pocket. So of course, people can donate food, clothes, really whatever. They can find me on social media at A Million Feet for Clean Streets. And, you know, really just anything, shoes, clothes, anything you have in abundance or just extra, you just don't mind giving away, for sure they can donate to it.
And how much on average do you spend out there?
Well, it depends. If I'm going to feed the homeless and I want to feed maybe about 100 people, I spend maybe about $200 to $300 on like.
So it ain't like you gotta go. If everybody can put up $20 and
For sure.
it'll be.
It's not. I'm saying that's by myself. If I had a group of people, it really wouldn't be that bad at all.
Yeah. We got.
So, is it a particular age group when you did you notice when you went out there? Is it a lot of older people, or is it younger people? Is it kids?
I didn't see any kids when I was out there, but surprisingly, it was a lot of young kids. Like not young kids, but
like 18, 19,
sure,
20. Yeah.
But it was a lot of older people too, and I don't know. I don't want to like talk down on the older people, but it seemed like they were kind of worse off. Like maybe they've been out there longer. And another thing that surprised me, I seen a lot of veterans out there, and I didn't understand like how can you serve the community, serve your
whole country,
your country, and then you homeless. Like I just don't get it. So you know, I wanted to for sure do what I can. Like I don't even know all that I can do, but I want to do something. I got tired of just sitting on my, you know what I'm saying, my butt. You feel me? And just watching stuff or talking about it, but not having any action to back it up.
Well, I'm with you. So what I want to do is we can set it up to where, you know, like I said, it's all these different organizations that do different things, but I want to plug it to where we all on the same team. Even if everybody is working for themselves, we still out there working together. We taking pictures together. So it's like a conglomerate now. We got 1 million feet on the ground. We got we got the Black Panther Party, we got Unity as well, we got Hope for Houston, we got all these organizations. We just gonna bring people out and they can represent themselves, or you can put your shirt on for me. You know what I'm saying? And now we're gonna run around and we're gonna actually help people, and it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have fun doing it. It ain't like you gotta do it, and it's. I think people think that they don't. If you don't do it, you don't understand the feeling that it is.
And I think that's a great point, bro. Because when I'm out there and when I do get volunteers, we are having fun. So we out there, it's hot, and I'm like, all right, man. I know y'all been out here for a couple hours. We can go and wrap it up. And they'll be like, nah, like we want to be out here, because I don't want to force people. So, but they feeling it. We having a great time. We talking, we laughing, and people love to help you. If you haven't done it before, bro, once they get out there, they like, oh yeah, they don't want to leave. They want to help.
And the feeling of helping someone that's grateful, because a lot of times you could do something for somebody that ain't homeless, and you know what I'm saying, they like, I don't care, whatever, I ain't need you to do that anyway. Out there, it's like people are grounded. They grateful. They understand that this is something you didn't have to be doing. That if you didn't do this, it wouldn't have happened.
For sure. I get that a lot too, bro. And one thing with like the drugs in the community and stuff like that, like I really don't like how, like, you know, with the whole crack situation, people were thrown in jail and stuff like that. But then with the opioid addiction, it's like it's a whole different.
Yeah, they handle it a totally different way.
I'm like, so it
was a war on drugs.
For sure. So it's like a lot of people out there were involved in this war, but now here they are just left to rot. But it's like, why they not getting the same assistance? You know.
We know why.
But with that being said too, though, bro, I'm just trying to find. I like finding solutions. You know what I'm saying? So it's a problem. Like I'm just trying to see what I can do personally, and like I say, lead by example.
I mean, like I always used to say, the power is really in the hands of the people. We just don't know it. So but it would take the masses. So just like you go out there and say, I spent $200-300 and I got this much done. Imagine if we had 12 people putting up $200. You know what I'm saying? How much would we get done then? Imagine if we had 1,000 people putting up $50. Imagine how much you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Now we are housing them monthly. This is something that it wouldn't take anything to do, because most problems are financial, and if something can be fixed by money, it's not really a problem. So out there, their problem may be money, but some people are sick. Some people don't have a limb. You know what I'm saying? Some people are addicts. Some people, If money can fix it, then there's no reason for them to be in that predicament. So it's on us to kind of, you know, they say it's on the conscious to be successful, because now you know that you have to give back for the next man to come up. Everybody else, but that ain't what society creates. Society creates for the ignorant to be successful, or for the selfish and greedy to be successful. And then that builds that separation. So now our job is to come in and be like, you know what, we're gonna do it this way.
Yeah.
What's your background? So what's your history? Tell us who you really are.
Well, like I said, I've been out here my whole life, born and raised. I was working with my pops. He owned Nice Graphics and Printing.
Okay.
I was with him for about 7 years, but I was behind the desk. And I was like, man, I want to go out and do something, like really make a difference. And I'm seeing everything that's going on in the world on the TVs, you know, social media. And I'm like, I feel like I was.
Around what time was this? Like.
This was maybe about 2-3 years ago.
Okay.
And
a little before the election.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. So it was a lot going on, and I wanted to
What was
do
that about?
something.
Maybe Alton Sterling.
It was, bro. It was.
Yeah.
It started because you know a lot of unarmed black people getting killed. So I go to the internet, but I'm not even doing nothing. Like I can post it all day, but I'm not doing nothing. So I really got up and I was like, just I gotta do something, and I just made a change. Like I have a son, and 2 weeks before my son was born, I put in my 2 weeks notice, and I haven't looked back ever since. It was great. I loved it. I enjoyed it. I learned a lot. The most important thing is I learned a lot. But now here I am now.
All right. So what has your path to entrepreneurship been like, or organizing been like?
It's been a learning experience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I used to think like I'm failing, but then I realized it's just lessons learned.
Got it.
So I never ever like let myself give myself too much down, if that makes sense. Like cause it's God.
You got to be your own motivation.
For sure. Like so, anything that happened, it was meant to happen. So either I can let this take me down, or I can use it as a stepping stone to, because I'm that much more stronger now.
Exactly. You only fail if you give up, man.
For sure.
Yeah.
So
You gotta. Les Brown said you gotta fail forward. So
Absolutely.
even if I do something, as long as your intentions are good, people will understand.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It don't matter what the situation is. If you married and your wife like, bro, we can't pay rent. I was trying to do something.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I was really trying, and it's all right, but it didn't work out.
That's
So now we
exactly
gotta
how I
figure it
look
out.
at too,
Yeah.
man. That's exactly how I look at it.
Yeah. And then he say, if you can look up, you can get up. So as long as you can look up, come on. What Aaliyah said, first you don't succeed, get back up and try, dust yourself off and try again.
That's a fact, man.
Okay, I want to kind of go into your thoughts on just the world right now. What do you feel like is the biggest problems we're facing, and what do you feel like are some of the solutions that we can do?
Some of the biggest problem I think social media is a gift and a curse.
Yeah.
Because like I realize you can post anything you want to social media, and say a long time ago I post my shoes on social media, and nothing's wrong with that. But then somebody will post maybe like a death or something, and it's like, oh, don't post that, but it's like they can tell me, hey, don't post your shoes. So it's like you can post whatever. So it's like social media, we have a computer in the palm of our hands, but what we're using it for is like we're using it for negativity I ain't gonna say most of the time, but a lot of ignorant situations.
That's what's grabbing the hold of the
For sure.
masses for sure. Baller alerts and shade rooms
Yeah.
and all of the stuff that people don't want their personal, private lives out, arguments and shit.
For sure.
Fights, deaths, shootings, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what's prevalent. That's what we can look at and see like, okay, all of this is going on in the world. And to me, that's horrible, but it's good at the same time because it makes people realize it makes you accountable for what's happening.
True.
So now everybody is accountable for what's going on because you know it. So back in the day, you might, somebody got dragged in Mississippi. I heard about it. Now you might see it, and you like,
That's true.
man, and it's making more people step up to the plate and swing for home runs. So.
For sure.
It's a gift and a curse for sure.
I was gonna say because this younger generation, they chasing that clout. So like they doing it just for the attention. So
Cause see, my bad.
Go ahead.
Like so, say if somebody's about to fight, right? I feel like social media is training people like
To record it.
to straight don't everybody. So like I realize like damn, like don't nobody care about you because. If I care about you and you in a situation, I'm not gonna record you in that situation. I'm gonna assist you, but I'm talking about strangers, everybody. Just I seen a fight on Instagram. They fighting like I think in New York downtown, and like literally 100 people around with their phones out, just watching two people in the street brawl. I'm like, what are we doing here?
Come on, man.
What are we
Is
doing
this life?
But-
That's some Batman Gotham City type of shit.
For real, though.
For real.
And it's crazy. So, social media, man, I like it, but it's like, I really wish we can evolve with it, you know what I'm saying, and not let it take us under.
Yeah, I think the access that we have to people makes it like no other anybody else has had in history, because we can leverage technology to say we can talk to 1,000 people at a time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If
Crazy.
I was on somebody Instagram, I don't know who it was, they went live. It was like a rapper, it might have been Nipsey Hussle or whoever it was,
Hey,
Tekashi 69 or whatever.
Nipsey Hussle album dope too.
Yeah, Nipsey Hussle song.
So,
But Tekashi 69, he had like 14,000 people on live. Like, imagine if Malcolm X could have did that. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Right.
Imagine if he could open up his phone and talk to 14,000 people and make a video and organize and cultivate an atmosphere online
For sure.
on what his mindset is. So now what we have to do is we have to empower the people who have the right mindset.
Yeah.
And that's what I've just been looking for, people that got that mindset, and we're going to bring them all in and become teammates.
Right, if Malcolm X was still here, man, game changer.
I mean,
Game changer.
anybody, if Pac was still here, you know what I'm saying? It's different.
Cause I was thinking like, man, like Tamir Rice getting shot in the park. I'm like, if Malcolm X was here, I don't think that would have been possible. Like, or the situation,
I mean,
the aftermath, or like with
the way things would have been, okay, this is what people aren't doing nowadays. So back then they had it to where they were getting publicly recognized, but they were getting publicly recognized because they was boots on the ground, moving around, like, I'm finna go talk,
Yeah.
It ain't just about talking pretty. It's about like talking pretty and making people understand that there's a problem and we can fix it. So nowadays people they just talking pretty.
yeah.
So you'll have all of these activists, but somebody gets shot and ain't really nothing behind it. It's like, let's go protest. Nah, that's not it.
When who was that? Fred Hampton. When he went to jail, the Black Panthers went and got him out of jail. It wasn't like just free him.
Yeah.
They went and was like, nah, y'all, he getting out.
He getting up out of here.
And they opened them doors. So that's that power I want to bring back. You know?
If you look at it, like in Houston, Harris County downtown, if 1,000, it's 7,500 HPD in Houston, the city of Houston. It's more people than that in my neighborhood. So if I can gather up my hood and be like, let's go get him out of jail. If they bring the whole city,
People don't understand.
if they bring the
power in
whole
numbers, man.
HPD out there, they still can't battle up against my neighborhood. We got more guns than them. We got more people than them.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Get him out of here.
Yeah.
He ain't did nothing. So that's when I be saying that people got the power, but it's like you gotta put something behind it. And internet give us that action to leverage the technology to do it, but either people are scared or people don't realize it because it haven't been done before.
I think too, bro, because with the internet, people feel like their job is done as soon as they post something. And it's
That's a bar. That's a bar. He said the job is done as soon as they post it.
And it's like we gotta keep going. So like I said, I was in that position too, like posting, but I was like, nothing's happening. So let me go do something. Man. So that's why I'm here now once again.
Alright, so since T Cool done came in, we just we're gonna reiterate what all you got going on, who you are, and the change that you're trying to make. And I want to know your end goal, what you going for.
Alright, cool.
So, I have a question, like, will you take donations, like, from businesses that cook, that got, like, leftover food type stuff like that? Like, are you open-minded to utilize food in a timely fashion to get it out to them and make sure it get ate instead of thrown away?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very open-minded. Like, I'm like a glass half empty because you can always learn. So I'm trying to learn as much as I can from anybody I can, anywhere. So for sure, the more the merrier. If they got food they want to donate, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? It's just a sit down. I love communication is very important.
Yeah.
I will pull up in a heartbeat because I like face-to-face situations.
Right.
Because a lot of things that I try to do, if I make a phone call, people hear my voice, it don't get done. So I have to pull up and show them how I move and how I carry myself.
Exactly. And people love to give, but they want to know what they're giving to. They want to know that work is gonna get done. So when the hurricane hit, it was a lot of people like. They had all of these big organizations that was accepting donations, accepting money. But people was calling me like, look, I know you really finna get this. If I send you some crayons, I know it's finna get to a kid that don't have crayons. So that's what we gotta show people, like, over and over again. This really gonna get to the people. This really is what we do for a living. So what I'm gonna say we can do is, if you have anybody, we got plenty like black-owned businesses in our network. A lot of people have storages. If you wanna house something, if you want people to be able to drop out some donations, just let me know. I'll give them an address they can drop it out to. Yeah, they can give it to me. Like I said, I got some stuff sitting at home from, because people constantly giving me like, hey, I got old shoes. You got a kid that needs something? I got woo woo. I got woo woo. And I'm always just like, bring it to me. Drop it off at my house. So right now at my house, I got some shit for women, homeless women. I got clothes. I got jackets. I got some blankets. I got not a douche. I got feminine wipes, pads. I got all that. So
that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I got
them. Because it's for the men and the women, but like the extras, we for sure gonna look out for the men. But the main focus this time was the women.
Yeah, because they gotta be taken care of.
Yeah,
so, and people out there are so focused on taking care of themselves that they don't really even think about the whole. Because the same thing that we say that people have the power in the community regularly with houses, the same thing goes for the homeless. But it's so scarce that it's like, yeah, we could all put $1 together and get a value pack. You know what I'm saying? We can go buy a bulk chicken, but we're not gonna do that. Everybody finna go get their own special. Rather than we go get a 30 piece for cheaper, we gonna each spend $1, and we gonna, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we gotta take that mentality everywhere, that abundance mentality. That when you give, you receive more.
Absolutely.
And that's the kind of mindset I want people to just generate right now.
And I document stuff, like I for sure take pictures so people can see like we actually out here doing it. But also like not just to take pictures, you know what I'm saying? Just because it motivates people. So I seen a lot of people who normally don't give stuff away, but after they see what I'm doing, and then they're like, oh yeah, bro, that's dope. And then I see them doing it, I'm like, man, like I'm glad, this is rubbing off. Like my daughter, she got a pile of old stuff she put to the side, and she's like, I want to give this to the people who may not have a house or something like that. I'm like, that's cool.
I had a lot last year during I think we went and fed the homeless one day, and my daughter, she was like, I'm gonna be feeding, I'm gonna be helping people. I'm like, okay, I see you.
It make you feel good. Cause I'm like, okay, what I'm doing, she's seeing.
It's more than just I had enough to buy the J's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I gave you a whole lot of value in my actions
that you're gonna take for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
I look at it like planting positive seeds for future growth and development. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I dropped a commercial on Instagram yesterday where we just basically had a script, and we had kids read out for the script, and then the script was basically describing that they wanted us to unify so that by the time they got old, they could be in control of their communities, they could be in control of their agriculture, control of their police, control of everything. Yeah. Because the only way we can do it is if we realize that we won and think as a team. And
that's very true, bro. I was at the park one time with my daughter, and what I noticed is like the kids, they run around playing, they don't even know each other, but you would swear they've been friends for years. Yeah. But the parents, we all sit to the side and we not even speaking to one another, and I'm like, dang, like the kids like you free in a sense, but when you get older, life hits you, and it's like you say, you go back to yourself, like so much on your mind, so you, like if a hurricane hit, everybody gonna run to the store, grab what they can get for themselves. Try to survive. But we can come together.
So I look at it like this in the text. They say, to be godlike is to be childlike, because you get to have an imagination. And when you have an imagination, it inputs everybody. Nobody is excluded. So when kids out there playing, they being as close to godlike as possible because they don't care who they playing with. So it don't matter. It don't matter if you got an afro, it don't matter white, black, Chinese,
they ain't looking at it has to be taught.
They ain't looking at he got J's on. You know what I'm saying? They ain't none of that.
My daughter wants the shoes that light up.
You
know what I'm saying? Like,
man, this they was saying the other day is Jordans and like fancy everything is like for like 5th grade and up. Yeah. Because before that, kids ain't even. That's not they mindset. They mindset. Ain't nobody in, like my son is 3. Ain't nobody in his school like, okay, you feel me? You got the J's, you clean today. Yeah. I don't care. That's the parents. We trying to place things on the kids, and then we create these social constructs to where they gotta follow it. They gotta follow in line. So yesterday we were talking about like duality and what was created and what was natural. We off of our natural path because we think that it's only a winner and a loser. We think that it's only right and wrong. We think that it's bad and good, but that's not really the case. It's not like somebody's doing something that you shouldn't approve of. Whatever they're doing is what they're doing.
Right.
It's not like I can look at you and be like, I don't like how you wear them glasses. You know what I'm saying? It's not for you to judge. It's people are getting tied up because of sports and everything else that we gotta have an opinion on everybody else.
Yeah. It's not you to condemn.
Yeah, and if everybody out here is walking around worried about like how other people view them, nobody's really worried about you. You so worried about yourself. Just do what you do.
Yeah, I see exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, man. I just think that
it's a distraction to me.
But right now, it's a changing of the guard, and you can see it clearly. You can see that the world is evolving, and it's more and more people putting their boots on the ground, doing things that's necessary. And each person that does something, they make a difference, no matter if they know it or not. You know what I'm saying? Like they was talking about Marcus Garvey, but his dad just had a big library in their house. So him having that big library created Marcus Garvey. You know what I'm saying?
He was going
you going out, touching the people, helping out is not only letting the people around you see that, oh, it can be done. I want to try to do that too. Oh, you know what I'm saying? And that's clout. You know what I'm saying? That's clout.
Yeah.
People understand. And that's a different kind of clout. That's like the juice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When they talk about Pac, what made Pac different is because he was raised by Panthers. He really cared about the people. He had the juice. He had the juice. He ain't just had jewelry and was talking about some shit. He had juice. He had a mission. He was purposeful. He wasn't purposeless.
Right.
That's what we all out here to do. I like that. I just enjoy sitting and talking around with my brothers that's out here doing something. So what do you want people to know about you?
Well, just know that I'm really a positive individual, you know, and it's positive and negative. I try to for sure focus more on positive, and I try to stay with God, move with God, try not to let the devil take me down, because he working. But God, I thank God for working harder right now.
Are you gonna go for any political positions, or is there anything that you're interested in?
I for sure was interested in running for city council next year, 2019.
2019, you gotta plug that. You gotta get all that out there. Let them know this, even if it ain't ready yet.
Yeah.
Type my name in on the ballot. For real.
But I for sure wanted to open that door for, you know, people like me, brothers and sisters like me, come from where I come from and familiar with what I'm familiar with, because I wasn't even familiar with how city council, how the government, any of that moved. So I'm pretty sure it's a lot more people that's like me. So I'm like, man, let me open that door and knock that door down for my brother.
So have you been looking into it and studying about it? Like what are some of the qualifications, or what is some of the control that you would like to have? What is some of the things that you know, if you get in position, I can do this?
Well, I was going to City Hall, checking out some of the meetings. They got meetings that's open to the public on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So I was going to the meetings for about maybe a couple months. And I was like, okay, I see how they move, and it's real cool. I see how people coming in, coming out. They have power. So I was like, I wanted to get some of that power for the community and like make a real change. I'm not saying they're not doing it, because you know everybody doing something.
It's a lot of people that's like scratching the surface.
For sure. So I appreciate everything that they're doing, but I don't know. I just feel like I'm gonna grind hard and put in that work and really, really make a change.
And you coming with a different kind of agenda. You're not coming as like, I'm here because I want a name for myself. I'm here because I can see that I can make a difference if I can get people to go this direction.
That's how I really feel. And I'm excited about it too. Like the grind, the work. I'm ready to put it in. You know.
Right. So what's your plan for? Let's say you said 2019 you want to be. What's your 5-year growth plan? What do you plan? What do you want life to look like for you in 5 years?
5 years. I planned on being with the city council members for about 4 years, and after that maybe run again. But for sure, building and growing. And I really want to get a community center. I don't know how or where.
I'm working on it. We're gonna lock in. We tap in.
How LeBron James opened that school. That's something I really want to do. I like what's his name? He was trying to open up a school.
Derek. Umar.
Yeah, Umar Johnson.
Yeah. And
he only needed about $2 million, and I was like, man, I can't see how he cannot get this $2 million.
The thing was, he was trying to raise $4 million, I believe, and he had got to 700,000, and people was just already like, you scamming, you stealing from the community, and he like, bro, I don't even got what I need.
Yeah.
But on the other side, I get it, because nowadays it's that generation where it's like people want instant gratification. So if you got 700,000, give us something already. Give us a internet class. give us
Okay, I see.
give us a room where kids can come. You know what I'm saying? But he
Yeah.
like, but that's gonna take away from what my end goal is.
I see.
So it's like now you gotta fight against. I have to be creative enough to constantly make people happy, and I have to be innovative enough to be able to say, all right, I'm gonna get this money, and I'm still gonna make it grow and work on my shit without losing out. And then people gonna even condemn me even worse. But like they say, if your mission is integral, if you're serious about what you're doing, you'll be able to make it work.
Yeah, and
You know what I'm saying?
I'm a symbol of that for sure.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say too though, I want to get that power because I want to shed light on the real, like on realness out here because like Dr. Sabi, I feel like he was like a lot of people didn't even know about Dr. Sabi. I recently found out about Dr. Sabi, and it really blew my mind. I'm like, man, I'm old, not old, but like I should have known about Dr. Sabi when I was a child. Like this was going on, like alkaline and all of this stuff. So I'm like, okay, I'm just now finding out about this. So I for sure want that power to shed light on realness, like not the like 'cause so people have breast cancer, right? And they'll everybody will wear like a pendant or and that's cool. Like I'm with it. I support all the positive movements, but I'm saying like not just wearing red shirts. Like let's broadcast the person who
can cure.
Exactly. So that's for sure why I want to get that power, so I can be like, okay, look, this cool. We can wear the shirts, but look, it's going down right here.
See, the problem is that the problem with politics is that it's a set system how they want things to go. The Food and Drug Administration is controlled by, it's called Food and Drugs. So it's like, that is their money-making system. So when people come in like Dr. Sabi or any holistic doctors or anybody saying that, hey, we got the cure to this, we got the cure to this, they ain't going in the hospital with that at all.
Yeah.
They'll kill them before they do that.
Exactly.
So when we get people in position that's like, look, open your eyes to this. Now that's the changing of the guard because people are starting to pay attention to things outside of what the government say. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's like the government don't okay it, it ain't right, and they'll deface anybody that tries. So now when if we got to get in numbers, and at the same time as we get in numbers, we got to do our job outside because the media is more influential than the government. So if Hollywood is more influential than ABC 13. You know what I'm saying? A couple people watch the news, but not like when Black Panther come out and people going to watch Black Panther and they put a whole new atmosphere in the world where people is like, Wakanda forever, you black, what's up? We got something going, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we gotta take the streets, then take it to the politics, because it's like, it's important.
Yeah,
or else we'll be in line all forever, just in line, like, all right, I'm gonna talk about it when I get there.
Yeah.
Then we get there, we get smoke, or we get, don't say that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you lose your position.
And that's another thing too. Like my whole life, I kind of been like the go against the grain type of
Rebel.
individual. So it's only, I feel like it's destiny for me to do something. Like, 'cause I'm not just about to survive by any. Like, these rules are here, but they don't. I realize rules only matter when people want them to matter. So I'm trying to do something or go into this establishment. Oh no, here come the red tape. Here come the red tape. Oh, it's too black right now. But if anybody else, oh, come right in. So I want to for sure knock that down.
As I know this is one of the topics for tonight in the later segment, but like I heard you say it was a lot of veterans, and now I'm a veteran in particular, so just looking at them tripping over like Kaepernick breaking the face of Nike, and like they burning their Nikes and all that stuff, but you got all these veterans on the streets that's not being taken care of, and people don't understand that like going to the VA, like you get no help. Like don't nobody know nothing. It's just like how you work in the VA, but you don't know where I need to go to take care of my business.
What I noticed is people with jobs who like if you work at a job, right, and people need you, they tend, I don't want to say everybody, but they be more a little rude. You see what I'm saying? So like we go in here, we need their service. Like you said, the veterans down at the VA.
Right.
People might be rude, really rude to these people.
Oh yeah, they are.
They don't care. Like you don't.
Like
they don't care nothing about you.
If anybody know, I know a lot of veterans know anything about the military. It's hurry up and wait. Like you gonna go long lines. You know, they just want you to stand there, sit there, just to do like a 5-minute interview and tell you to come back for another check
20.
what's up. Yeah.
Come back 20 more times and do this bullshit.
Like,
Then we'll
I've been out like 7. I think I've been out like about 7, 8 years now, and I still haven't completed my stuff, so I can get my benefits.
That's crazy.
I get so frustrated and get so tired, and then what job gonna give you that many days off?
That's wild. You say you've been out 7 years and still haven't completed what you need to get your benefit.
I know you have to be persistent, but that's really, really crazy. But for sure, like stuff like that is what I want to change because that could be me. You know what I'm saying? Easily. So I'm trying to get something done, and here you are red flagging me, red taping me over and over again, and it's really it could be a simple process.
Right.
Like, I mean, everybody know how Chick-fil-A operates. You know what I'm saying? So why can't this place right here that we need to survive?
Why is Chick-fil-A more efficient
You see
than
what
the
I'm saying?
That don't make sense.
So, situation like that, like my agenda, top priority.
All right, somebody on my live say what we talking about, Chief. Okay, so the conversation is about, we with David Brown, we're basically talking about community outreach, people that have a public benefit, people that are doing something to make a difference, and what they up against, and how influential they are to themselves, not even without being famous on Instagram, without being famous in the real world, just the difference that it actually makes by you being a positive individual and moving for a purpose. And it just been looking good out here. I just like the conversation we have, and I like what it's centered around. I like what we're talking about because that's what it's a real mission. It ain't like nobody in here is just saying, oh, we could just everybody have something, have receipts like this is what I do.
And I had recently I had a backpack giveaway. I wanted to give away some backpacks to the youth, help out as much as I could. I had reached out to you too, Pop. I had some extra ones. I was going to donate to you.
Come on, like I say,
that was for the backpack giveaway. I think you had it on Sunnyside. I can't remember.
We had a back screwdriver at Sunnyside. We had a back screwdriver at Cloverland. We had a back. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I was working this going back to school year. Yeah. I had like 7 back screwdrivers.
Okay, that's real work.
Man, for real. Because I was trying to cover every neighborhood. So somebody I knew in each section, I was making the connections for them. Then we got non-profits, a lot of people with non-profits. So I'm like, look, you a non-profit. I don't have to try to get no credit. You go get the credit, you get on TV, you get everything. Yeah. I'm gonna promote you on Instagram, and you gonna get all of this credit, and it's gonna look good for you. So I'm really, really, really about like unity as well. Like, it ain't about one person getting all the medals. It's about everybody getting something so that when they look, they don't know who the leader is.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's like you was there. Like, yeah, I was there, and I be to set it up. I just like that. I like to be the ghost in the background.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm the same way, bro. Yeah. Especially with the million people clean streets. I mean, people know it's me, but if you don't know who is running it, like if you don't know me, then you don't know that I'm running it.
I'll be somewhere and I'll be there not said a word.
Sit back and peek.
Because that's how you really learn.
For sure.
I learned through experience, and my experience is like I'm like a people examinator. So I'll be somewhere and I'll look at what everybody doing, the movements they making, the sounds they see. If they looking at somebody funny, I'm really gonna check what's going on, because anybody I meet, I plan on going the long haul with. Not meet nobody just to we had a conversation, I got your business card and it's over. Yeah. Hell nah, I'm finna call you and be like, what's good? You good? Kids good? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
check in.
Need anything? See what's new? We want to set up an event. Let's make something happen. That's what I really want to do with people. I want to be able to. If I'm sick, I want to see them at the hospital. Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I want people to be able to lift my spirits like I want to lift theirs.
For sure.
So I ain't just out here just trying to meet people. I'm really trying to lock in.
Yeah, that's why I like to give too, bro, because when you give to people, it really it can make somebody's day. You know, they can really be having a bad day, bro, and just anything. It don't have to be the most expensive gift. It can just to show that you're thinking about somebody is really real, and people really appreciate that. The genuine people do, of course. I know I do.
I was just about to ask you, now when I was younger, I had a negative experience when, how you go to the end of the street and the people be on the end and we had gave him some food, and like the dude threw the food back at us. Was like, nah, I asked you for some money, and said the B word. So like,
What?
yeah.
Wow.
Like, so what have you ever had a bad experience from a person that you was trying to help?
I haven't yet. I mean, so far, I feel like everything's been really good, really decent. People been really appreciative of everything. But I mean, I'm pretty sure the more that I'm given, the chances gonna increase of me running into somebody who may not be really grateful. I hope not anytime soon. Though.
This is what I can say about that. When I've been out there and we give, we go just random place where it's a lot of homeless people. So sometimes it ain't that the ungrateful people, they won't even get up. They won't they gonna chill. They gonna be at their tent like they don't need nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The great people, they don't give a fuck. They gonna get up there, stand in line. They'll do whatever it takes to get whatever you giving out. It don't matter if you giving out crackers.
Yeah.
If you got something, come on. We need it. I ain't too humble. But yeah, I'm trying to think, have I ever had like a bad experience, like personally? Nah, but I have heard a lot of stories of people like, oh, I ain't asking for no food.
Right.
Oh, cause that's when you out there talking to the people that's really out there. You got people that's scamming and that's not homeless too.
Right.
And then you got people that's
even more crazy.
Yeah, you got people who just like panhandlers, like they finna go home at the end of the day, but right now I'm finna be out here, or got a drug addiction and they out there to get some money.
Right.
So you gotta watch that. I watched that. McDonald's on Reed Road in Cullen, right? Mm-hmm. It was a dude. He always there. He gonna walk through the drive-through line like. While you at the drive-thru at your window, like, man, I get $1, I just want some fries and a burger. Ooh, we gonna ask every car. If somebody give him $20, somebody give him $5, somebody give him $10. He like, man, it made $70 in the drive-thru line, asking for dollars. No, he ain't going to get no, and then he walk off. Ain't no burger come out of it, ain't nothing. So I be watching that too. Like I say, I be examining motherfuckers. I ain't finna let nobody get on me.
For a late bloomer on my live, I know you said this already, but what gave you the spark to start wanting to give back?
Well, for sure, seeing a lot of people's situations, and also, like I say, I was sitting behind the desk for so long and just watching the news, watching social media, seeing people's struggles, and just here I am right here doing nothing. And like I say, when I post something, like people will put all of their emotions into a post, like all of their emotions. So here I am doing it, and then nothing's happening, nothing's changing. So I said I'm going to get up and I'm going to make a change, and that's what really got me going today.
And how old are you?
I'm 27.
27.
Yes, sir.
So I know what you about 27, 28, huh, Pop?
27. About to be 28 on 24.
I'm 32, so like we all young. So
sure.
Like being young, I mean I'm pretty sure. I know I
Malcolm X started at 27.
Yeah. So
Malcolm X was released at
Right.
26. Was really getting into himself and started his mission at 27. Martin Luther King started at 27.
Yeah, that's what I'm reading. This is what I'm reading right now. Y'all can see that. Checking out the dope book.
We really right around the age of, when you get over 25, you get it's kind of like your body is in a developmental stage where you really are becoming a man. So now we really in that, all right, we going in the 30s. We still young because we not in our 30s yet, but we start like releasing different chemicals that's, when you get old, you got a different smell. That's not like some bullshit. You really get a different smell because you releasing different kind of chemicals because you've been out here and your body done, every 7 years your body recreates itself.
Yeah, 7 is God.
Yeah. So shit, we out here being recreated at 28.
That was another reason why I had stopped working at the office, because I was there for 7 years and something was pulling on me, and I'm like, man, I don't know, it's this number right here. And but speaking of being older though, I know Dr. Frances Cress was, and she was speaking like, men shouldn't have children until they're like 35, because that's when they've been able to build up, I guess, like wisdom, financial situations, and stability. So for sure, we're growing and evolving.
Well, yeah, they created in the astrological text, they created like scenarios for people depending on their age sets and what they should be doing, and that's what we still follow today. The same thing they're following in Kemet. Yeah. So when you're like, what's the qualifications for becoming a president? You must be 35, must be married, must have at least you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
All those qualifications are just what's supposed to make a man. So they feel like if you not that, you ain't ready. But now with this new generation, it's like you got 5-year-olds, 11-year-olds, 12-year-olds. That's they gonna so the child shall lead. The children gonna lead the revolution, or the youth will lead the revolution. So now we gotta just push for us, for them, for the older people.
It's a lot of cities getting these young politicians that's stepping up to the bar. Like so, like what are the qualifications? Like, do you have to have a college degree or certifications or a certain skill or a certain thing to apply for these positions?
Well, so far for what I realized with city council is just the application process. You gotta pay so much money up front, and it really wasn't that much, bro. Like, to be honest, just fill out the app and hopefully everything line up accordingly and you good to go. And get the votes in. That's why I really like city council, like, to run for it, because it's not like I'm filling out this job application and the boss can't hire me. It's up to the people. So if I can get the votes,
you get elected.
It doesn't matter what nobody else gotta say.
So what, like, if you were to get elected for that position, what would be your first thing like that you would be focused on?
I was thinking about that, and right now I'm really big with the children because I believe the children are the future. Not to sound cliche or nothing like that, but
I believe children.
I really believe that though, because so for example, like when we went to school, all the kids, we ran around, we played, we had fun. But those same kids I know today are in jail. Some may be dead. Some may be murderers. Some selling drugs. So I'm like, okay, where did this start from? Because when we were kids, none of these dudes was like this. None of these girls was like this. Some girls stripping. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, what's going on? When did the time change? How did it switch? So I for sure want to reach out to the youth.
It's like times didn't change because it was always around. It's just like stripping is not shunned upon like it was back in the day. Like,
for sure.
People used to be ashamed of it, but now like
Players Club is a prime example.
I worked at like 2-3 clubs, girl. Like,
you right? I'm saying like when did the kid?
When did it become?
When did the kid have to?
Around what age is it where you like? I gotta get some money
for sure. That's
what I'm saying? By 16, you like, whatever it take. I rob for this. I sell dope for this. I want this. And that.
So I want to talk to him and let him know, like, hey, bro, like, I know a lot of people went down this road, and we can make a change and we can be better. Instead of like having them, what's the prison? What's it called? The
prison industrial complex.
Yeah.
I mean, they sending everybody to jail on purpose. It ain't like it's like a thing where people don't get it. It's like, you go play, even if you in the streets, you understand the rules. Like, okay, I can die and I can go to jail. But kids, when they get into it, they hear that, but they don't really understand that. Sure. Like, I know some kids who are shooters, right?
Exactly.
But they ain't getting it that this will really take you out the game. I know a little kid just got 45 years. He's like 22.
That's what I'm saying.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, he don't even know.
He didn't get that this is serious business.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? You were just a shooter. You're not, and not only that, you are destroying people, families, real life situations. And
over like a cell phone or something.
Yeah, and
$200.
When that's why I always say the root of the problem is money. So if we could figure out how to circulate wealth better in neighborhoods, we could end a lot of the crime. Because if just how they have these homeowners associations, if we was taking that $100,000 a month and putting it into random people in the neighborhood, you changing their lives. They ain't going now. They no longer are going on that destructive path. Now they like, my community just looked out for me.
Yeah.
It's I got to look out for my community.
Sure. Yeah,
so
jobs is important. That's another issue I want to face too.
So that's why I like the power of the people. I'm really with that. Like, all power to the people. If we want to do it, let's just do it. Let's just do it right now. Let's say, hey, if you got to go door to door. Excuse me, man, we need $5 from you every month. That's going to help us send 3 kids to school this year. And we're going to create 100 jobs in this neighborhood. Come on. That's not hard. It's just, we gotta develop a sense of trust, because most of the time people come and ask you for $5, it's the dude that's like, I don't want no fucking food. I said $5.
That's why I got down with Unity as well too, though, because that's really real.
Man, I'm serious. It's like it's just examples. We could clearly see that the math makes sense. Like numbers add up. Now we have to put work behind it,
Absolutely.
and it's like, all right, now how are we gonna do this? That's the hard part. Like putting work behind it because it makes sense unless the masses just participate. And let me not even say hard because nothing is hard. But if the masses participate, then we just set examples like what we did with the Black Dollar Challenge. They participated and we gave money out. It wasn't nothing hard about it. It was simple. It was Instagram posts.
And also too, I feel like the internet kind of divides us because it goes back to people wanting to really look good for their social media, right? So let's say Martin Luther King moved millions without the internet. Malcolm X moved millions without the internet. So how we
we had a Marcus Garvey festival, right?
Yeah.
At the festival, we really just put together what he did. He was going city to city, and he had 6 million people behind him that backed him.
Wow.
That was putting up $5.
That's crazy, no?
$5.
Yeah.
6 million people.
I know they had like a boat, a plane. What?
Yeah, he had the UNIA. They had boats. They was gonna be going. He already had the land in Africa. They was gonna be. They were gonna all travel to Africa, set up basically a conclave. They had the land. They was gonna create like a society and then start a business there that they could trade back and forth to America for the people that was still here. So they was gonna be making money, and they was gonna be out of America, and they was gonna be helping the people in America to not only get there but to make money while they was here. And that was how he was gonna change the world doing that.
They had their spies, all that.
I mean, they infiltrate everything gets infiltrated.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so hard to try to say, okay, I'm gonna just help everybody, because you like, and you never know who it is. Right. You never know who it is, because it ain't like it got to be a white person to come in or something. It ain't gonna be that. It's gonna be the one that seems like they the most dedicated.
Yeah, it's just like
the one that's like, man, I just want to help. You know what I'm saying? They come in and they change the game.
I had noticed too, like with the whole Colin Kaepernick situation, him taking the knee, and similar to the Black Panthers. So the Black Panthers were looking out for us. So they were policing the police. So they walking around like, nah, they with their guns like, nah, you ain't about to do this, you ain't about to do that. So what the media did was associate negative with the Black Panthers. So all the positive that they're doing, they're not gonna speak on that. They only gonna speak on the negative. So when you hear Black Panther, you automatically associate that with negativity. Mm-hmm. So that's the same situation with Colin Kaepernick, because all he did was take a knee, but they never gonna address why he's taking the knee. They just gonna say it's disrespectful.
Yeah, they gonna play on it every time. So you never hear that the Black Panther, the WIC program that the government does, the Black Panther started that, Women, Infant, Child. They started the free breakfast program where they had like get kids ready for school. Then they had after school programs to help them with their homework. Right. You don't hear about none of that. You hear about, they was tripping and the guns and all that. The only thing they was tripping with guns with is because y'all was literally out here killing people, and they was saying, nah, y'all ain't finna kill. Y'all ain't finna just be out here killing people. You pull somebody over, all right, I'm finna get right behind y'all. If you gonna take them to jail, cool, take them to jail, but you ain't finna be punching on them, you ain't finna be kicking on them, and you ain't finna shoot them down. So we gonna spy out, we gonna be our own espionage, you know what I'm saying?
So with trying to get the masses back on stuff like that, we have common goals, but everybody has self too. Mm-hmm. So people got to go to work. They can't come out here 200, 300 deep, because they got work tomorrow. Yeah. And they not trying to get arrested.
So we got to generate that